In addition to great radio marketing, the Miller Media Group now offers a full suite of digital marketing solutions. Our affordable programs include custom web design and SEO to help you get found on Google. Seeking more inbound web and store traffic? Our Facebook, YouTube, and geo-targeted marketing programs are all designed to make your cash register ring. To get started, call your Miller Media account manager or go to mmgdigitalnow.com. Miller Media Digital, where digital becomes local.
News time is 7 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Tuesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded local newscast brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton. Your Silverado headquarters in the morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. It's brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in Clinton. The warm summer days will soon be upon us, and planning is underway in a DeWitt County community for its city pool. Farmer City Administrator Sue McLaughlin already has the summer on her mind as she makes preparations for the summer at the community pool. Top of mind right now is getting lifeguards to staff the pool for the summer.
I believe we're here already. Yeah, so we're just getting ready. We're doing a lifeguard certification class, so if you're interested in being a lifeguard, the Clinton YMCA is holding another certification class for us during the Blue Ridge spring break, and I think Clinton's spring break is the same time. If you will come work for us, you can get certified, and we will pay for the certification. So give them a call. I'm sorry I don't have their number handy, but I'm sure it's easy to Google Clinton YMCA. And then we'll be posting to hire lifeguards. Some lifeguards are already certified because it's a 2-year certification. So we'll be posting to start hiring. And we also need concession workers, people that can either work the front desk or the concession stand. So look for that job ad to be coming out pretty soon.
2 summers ago, the Farmer City pool never opened because they struggled to find lifeguards to staff the facility consistently. McLaughlin says they learned to begin that process earlier, and it helped last year. She indicates this year has been even better.
It's better. It was better last year, and it's better this year. Again, I think having the YMCA involved helps because they're able to tap into more resources, people that maybe already work for them over the winter, and then also, of course, maybe some, Clinton residents that maybe become guards. So it's helped a lot because our ability, and that also I have to say, I think the city taking on the cost of the certification has helped in this economy because it's hard for families to come up with that $100 or $200 to certify just to get a job, if that makes sense. So I think we got better turnout because of that, too. Well, it's on North John Street, just north of the high school, technically in Weedman Park. So if you have kids that play Little League, the pool is right there, or if you know where the high school is, it's right between the two, right off of North John Street.
McLaughlin points out the pool usually opens around Memorial Day weekend. Then they try to make it to Labor Day, though she says with most of the lifeguards being college students, they find staffing difficult once kids head back to school.
Well, that's been changing every year because it used to be we try to extend it to Labor Day weekend because inevitably it ends up being 90 degrees on Labor Day, But the difficulty is the staffing. Like I said, kids go back to college, they have sports, they have band, they just can't work anymore. And so I know we've been actually closing early, like right around the time that school starts, mid-August, third week of August. So I think really it's kind of a moving target, somewhere between the second, third week of August through Labor Day. I think it really depends on staffing.
cityoffarmercity.org has applications for lifeguards this summer, and McLaughlin reminds they plan to do training during spring break for Blue Ridge and Clinton schools March 25th through the 29th. The Monticello Board of Education this week will hear about what district staff have come up with to restructure its middle school schedule. On the WHOW Morning Show Monday, Superintendent Adam Clapp told Regional Radio the district has a small group of staff leadership that looked into what other districts in the area do for middle school schedules in hopes of coming up with ideas to do things better in Monticello.
We feel we do a really good job here at Monticello Schools, just education child and offering multiple opportunities for kids and still doing a great job on standardized tests. But what we wanted to do is not be satisfied with that. We wanted to take a look at what we've been doing 10 to 15 years at the middle school in terms of scheduling, and are there other opportunities to offer more electives for our kids? Are there opportunities for us to expand our math instruction? One of those things across, just not at Monticello, but across the state, is middle school students need extra support in math. So we dove into our current practices and wanted to do some comparisons. So we did site visits, and we visited Mount Zion, Mahomet. We visited Maroa 4 sites, Warrensburg, Latham. Have a little bit different take on how to do middle school.
According to Clapp, one of the target areas is to offer ag in the middle school. He indicates this week his Board of Education will hear from the committee that took this on.
We learned a lot in the process, learned a lot about ourselves, and how, if we want to offer, let's say, ag at the middle school, well, in our current format, we would have to tweak some things to be able to offer a really cool opportunity for kids in agriculture. So yeah, it was a really beneficial process. Mr. Hughes and Mrs. Poynton led the process, and we involved, I believe there were 6 or 7 teachers that were involved with the research group as well. And Mr. Hughes will be presenting on the committee's findings this Wednesday at the board meeting, just kind of give an overview. And it was really opening in that we do a lot of things well, and there's some opportunities for us to continue to improve and offer electives in a way that beneficial to our kids, and we can still continue to push our test scores up.
One of the issues the school encounters is students having to choose electives and programs to participate in because of the limited schedule. Clapp explains the goal is to open up more opportunities so students do not have to make those difficult choices going forward.
And one thing that, been around Monticello schools long enough, that our band and choir, they're outstanding at the high school level and the middle school level. And we set the foundation in that, 4th, 5th, and then middle school music programs. And that was the one thing we wanted to remain consistent, is how do we continue to offer unique electives for middle school kids, but not pit them up against choosing whether or not to be in band or choir or take art or ag or something like that. Because we're committed to continuing to support our fine arts programs, it does put us in a unique challenge in scheduling, but we know that our band at the high school level is so successful and our numbers are so high is because we are able to support them throughout their middle school experience as well.
Clapp indicates any decisions made by the Board of Education would not be implemented until the 25-26 school year, but is very thankful for the work done by the individuals in the district and looks forward to what they have to present later this week. News time, 7:15 on this Tuesday. We've got a lot more coming your way next here on the WHOW Morning Show.
March into Baum Chevrolet Buick and march out with a new Chevrolet. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton. We have a good selection of Silverado trucks to fit your everyday work needs. We have 1500s, 2500s, and 3500s in regular cabs, double cabs, and crew cabs. And if you're looking for good fuel economy, check out our 3-liter diesel and our 1500 Silverados boasting a combined 26 miles per gallon rating. BaumChevyBuick.com, right from the start.
7:15 on this Tuesday. Again, I'm Seth Lawrence with you folks today for this expanded local newscast. The Macon County Conservation District will be offering 2 different opportunities to experience the 2024 solar eclipse. There will be a solar eclipse party as well as a van trip to SIU's Eclipse Day. Monday, April 8th, there will be a solar eclipse party at the Rock Springs Conservation Area from 12 to 3:30. Join naturalists to learn about eclipses, look at the sun through the telescope, and view the solar eclipse with an estimated 97% coverage. Limited quantities of eclipse viewing glasses are available for free until supplies run out. Refreshments will be served and crafts will be available for children. The event is free and no registration is required. Also, on Monday, April 8th, there will be a van trip to Southern Illinois University's Eclipse Day from 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Venture to Carbondale's Memorial's campus to experience Eclipse Day at Saluki Stadium. Activities include eclipse viewing, experts on hand to interpret the eclipse, a documentary, and more. Eclipse viewing glasses will be provided by the university. It's $60 per person, which covers admission, transportation, and parking. Register online at maconcountyconservation.org by April 5. Rock Springs Conservation Area is on the southwestern edge of Decatur. Go to Rock Springs from Decatur by going south on 48, turning west onto Rock Springs Road, or go south on Wickles Road and turn east onto Rock Springs Road. Watch for signs, and plenty of parking is available. Authorities say one man was found dead at his residence in Edinburgh on Friday. The person identified was 51-year-old Kristen L. Ostermeyer. EMS arrived on the scene just after 3 in the afternoon concerning an unresponsive male. In a release sent by Amy Calvert-Winans, the Christian County coroner, an autopsy was completed on Saturday and results are pending toxicology. The investigation is being handled by Illinois State Police and the Christian County Coroner's Office. Assisting at the scene were Kincaid Police and Edinburgh Fire along with EMS. The Christian County Ag Fair will be celebrating its 100th anniversary this summer, and organizers could not be more excited about the action-packed week of live music, grandstand events, pageants, and community engagement. The Christian County Fair dates are July 16th through the 24th at the Christian County Fairgrounds. The announcement has been made for the headlining musicians at this year's Christian County Fair. Angela Olmesters, marketing and promotions director for the fair, says tickets are on sale now for country stars Rodney Atkins, who has 6 number-1 singles and was the top male vocalist in 2009, and Allie Colleen, a popular up-and-coming country singer and songwriter. Atkins and Colleen will perform on the same night, Friday, July 19th.
The secret's been let out. It is Rodney Atkins on the stage with Allie Colleen. And Rodney has had 6 number-1 singles and 3.8 billion streams. So we are super excited. The community asked for this, and the Fair Board, excellent Fair Board, they delivered.
Marsters assures all other classic fair events will continue for the 100th year, like the Demolition Derby, truck and tractor pulls, carnival rides, and more.
I do want to add that thanks to the great Christian County and surrounding area support of our sponsors and the Fair Board, they have been able to deliver Rodney Atkins and Allie Colleen. It's going to be a great family event. There's lots and lots of excitement building, I think, in the community about it. And we also want to make sure and mention that we still have all the perfect traditional events going on at the fair this year, including the livestock shows, which that is the heart and the soul of the fair. Seeing those kids put all that work in with their families to show the livestock, that is just a fantastic feeling, and I think that's why the Fair Board, I know that's why the Fair Board does what they do.
Tickets can be found and purchased at ChristianCountyFair.com. March is Kidney Disease Awareness Month. More than 1.4 million Illinois residents have some form of kidney disease. It could be related to diabetes or other stress-related issues. Regardless, your diet is important in treating kidney ailments. Sarah Umfleet is an award-winning dietitian at OSF Healthcare.
Well, today I thought we would talk about the National Kidney Month. So March is National Kidney Month, and it's a reminder to get your kidneys a checkup. So stats show that 1 in 3 Americans are at high risk for kidney disease because of diabetes, high blood pressure, or a family history of kidney failure. And on top of that, about 30 million Americans already have kidney disease, and many of them are not aware of it because of symptoms. Usually don't really start until the disease has really progressed. Those stats are from the National Kidney Foundation. So I kind of wanted to talk today a little bit about chronic kidney disease. So as a dietitian, Typically, they get referred to me. Patients will be referred when they start at stage 3 to 4. And then once they progress to stage 5, which is dialysis, they typically will meet with a dietitian at the dialysis center or a home dietitian to kind of go over their dialysis needs.
Making sure you stay on top of your screenings, blood tests, and general labs is also a way to stay conscious of your kidney health, while consulting a dietitian can help you find the right diet to manage your kidney health effectively, either before or after a diagnosis with kidney disease. Thanks to his relationship across the aisle, an Illinois congressman says he's secured millions of dollars for water and road repairs. The projects include street repairs, lead water line replacements, and stormwater improvements across his 14 counties. Congressman Eric Sorensen believes his relationships with Republicans helped him secure the funding.
This is, of all of the members of Congress, there's virtually no one that is able to bring back more funding to their district than what we have in Illinois 17. That's something to be proud of. And this only happened because, I believe in working across the aisle. A lot of Democrats didn't get the funding. But because we've been willing to work with the majority, we've got $120 million to upgrade locks and dams on the Illinois River. $500,000 for single-family homes in South Peoria. $2 million to construct new sewers and water mains in Bloomington, replacing crumbling sidewalks in Peoria, $500,000, nearly $1 million for Peoria Heights for their aging water infrastructure. But look, this is federal tax dollars coming back home so that municipalities don't have to raise your local taxes, right? And so that helps supplement what we need back home. And so these are real basic but significant wins for our district. And the most important thing is they affect real people.
Highlights of the funding include $4 million for Freeport well improvements, $120 million for Illinois rivers, and $4.5 million for Central Illinois Regional Airports in Bloomington Normal. Lake Shelbyville Fish Habitat Alliance, in conjunction with the United States Army Corps of Engineers and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, are searching for volunteers to aid in bundling and placing Christmas trees into boats to create new fish habitats in Lake Shelbyville. Those bundles of trees will then be placed strategically in the lake for new fish habitats. Volunteers will meet at the Opossum Creek Recreation Area boat ramp parking lot on Saturday, March 23rd at 8:30. Following the event, maps detailing the exact GPS locations of the artificial structures will be available at local businesses for 60 days. Subsequently, they can be accessed from the LSHA Facebook page and the USACE Lake Shelbyville website. Additionally, all participants will receive aerial maps with coordinates pinpointing the placement of the Christmas trees, serving as valuable reference for future fishing endeavors. It's important to note that maps of the Christmas tree locations will not be distributed to the general public. Individuals interested in obtaining these maps are encouraged to participate in the Fish Habitat Improvement Day. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers extends gratitude to the surrounding communities for their support in this endeavor. Further information on the project or if planning to bring a boat, interested parties should contact DNR specialist Corey Donnell at 217-774-3951, extension 7001. Proper phone etiquette has grown into a valuable skill that employers are looking for, but the younger generations are having a tough time handling business-like conversations. Valerie Belusco is a community and economic development educator at the U of I Extension and attributes this failure in phone etiquette to the lack of landline phones that remain in family homes.
So I started working with their 8th graders, and we spent a whole day working on phone etiquette. And everybody kept saying, why in the world are you doing this? Why do you need to teach kids to talk on the phone? They know how to talk on the phone. And I said, they do, but they don't know how to talk on the phone from a business perspective or from a professional perspective. And so we kind of started to get into that. And I was thinking, I'm a 40-something-year-old. And so when I grew up, everybody had telephones in their house.
Yeah.
That was common.
Right.
Now I have an 8th grader, and she has never had a landline in her house.
As most business settings continue to rely on landline phones, communication skills and tactics for that channel are still very relevant, according to Belusco.
Those are skills that we do need to teach our youth because they're just not familiar with it. And what's funny is I get employers all the time kind of almost like berating the fact that younger adults don't know how to talk professionally on the phone. And I started to think about it, and I thought, but that's just not in their second nature. No one teaches this, and they've never had to do this. So they're incredibly smart, but they just don't have the skill set. So let's go ahead, get into the schools, and teach these kids how to do things like answer phones properly.
Belusco adds some tips that are involved in her programming to ensure students have a better understanding of how they should be sounding over the phone.
I wanted to make sure those 8th graders knew exactly how to answer the phone. You want to make sure you give a friendly greeting, a hello, not a hey. And you want to make sure you say the company name as well as your name, because you just don't want people to know what company they called. They probably already know that. Yeah. But they want to know who they're speaking to. They want to have that direct connection with you right away. Then we kind of went into first impressions. You know, why is it so important to have good phone etiquette? Well, it's a first impression on the business, which definitely impacts the bottom line, but it's also a first impression on you. And so you are constantly marketing yourself. Last but not least, we really talked a lot about using your volume, making sure that your speed is good, making sure your tone is good. You know, we always say smile when you're talking on the phone, and that's because when you smile, you can really actually end up hearing the emotion.
For a community and economic education program, contact Valerie Belusco at 217-532-3941. News time is 29 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Tuesday morning. Coverage of news is brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and the morning show streams to Facebook and YouTube. Brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin Insurance agent in